Okay, welcome to Saturday Book Club, The Science of Getting Rich. Today we are here talking about chapter 6, which is how riches come to you. Okay, I'm going to do this just a little bit different today because I want to see exactly how much we are retaining and if we need to stop and kind of dig deeper. I just want to make sure that I'm not losing anybody and we're all progressing along nicely together, if you know what I mean. So I would like one of you, whoever it is fine. And we're going to do it just backwards. I'm going to open up the mic to somebody first. In fact, all of you, if you would like to, I think it really, really helps me. It helps me. And I don't know if you guys can relate with that, but if I have to talk about anything that I am having difficulty wrapping my head around or understanding fully, I need to talk that out. I need to let somebody hear me and bounce ideas back and forth. And that is what I truly wanted this book club to be about, because I think none of us are absolutely 100% correct and none of us are 100% wrong at all. You know, it's all that perception and the fact that we can choose ourselves with how we want to see that, even if we have to play mind games with our subconscious, and we absolutely can do that. And there were some activities that when Robert still had his academy, you know, and I remember going through a couple of them when he was really at a point where he was struggling mentally, faithfully, and spiritually. And it just really struck a chord with me. I think it's absolutely a process that we all should go through, maybe later on or whatever. But I want to hear your guys' take on, and it doesn't have to be, don't worry about being word for word for that book. Just tell me what you think yourself. Doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. In fact, you are going to be correct because it is your perception. Okay, who wants to go first? Okay, Nicholas, you are a rock star.
Honestly, I was reading the chapter twice today before the call, and I don't know why, but this chapter is one of those where I don't have much to say. One of the biggest things in this chapter, or one of the phrases that I love, is the one that, you know, where he says, give everyone more in use value than you take from anyone in cash value, then you're adding to the life of the world. I feel that that is what we learn from Melody and Robert, because it's not about getting things from people. It's about giving, and giving more than we take. You know, we are not to focus on getting, because if we give, we will get automatically. It's the result of giving. So I think that's what I have to say about this chapter.
Nice, Nicholas. Nice. I like this chapter a lot too. Debbie or Dustin, how about you guys? You want to go ahead, Debbie?
Well, you know, I kind of live by what this I kind of live with this this chapter's all about, because you know I'm not into all that money. You know, money is nice, but loving people is more. And I think showing value is more. And that's what I do in my business, and that's how I show people. You know, I care about people and I want to help them, and I portray that to people. So and that's how I'm growing my business. With that, that's all I got to say about that.
Nice. Thanks for sharing that with us, Debbie. That's awesome. And yeah, and you're doing a great job. You really are. Your posts are fabulous, I think. And your lives are doing better and better each time. I mean,
and you know what? I get so much engagement now. It's
do you? That's good.
Yeah, I do it.
That's good.
I'm still actually coming to me now.
Yeah. I'm still struggling with getting participation, whatever, interaction. I don't know about Nicholas, you're doing well with that, aren't you?
With the engagement on my posts. Well, right now I've had some personal mindset issues to work on. So right now I had a lot of engagement. I've lost a little bit of it, but I know I can get back to where I was. But yeah, I feel like it's just try to be unique and not be like everyone else, and be you, because even if you're not if you're posting a post or if you're doing a live stream, if it's not perfect, then it is perfect, because that will get you the most engagement.
That's right. I agree. Yeah. Absolutely. Dustin, did you have anything to say?
Yes. What stood out to me is that God, he's trying to express himself through us. He wants to express himself through us. So that's pretty much what I got out of this whole chapter so far. I read it I listened to it twice today while I was mowing the lawn, and I got it in my hands right here. And it says, God, the one substance, is trying to live and do and enjoy things through humanity. He's saying, I want hands to build wonderful structures, to play divine harmonies, to paint glorious pictures. I want feet to run my errands, eyes to see my beauties, tongues to tell my mighty truth, and to sing marvelous songs, and so on.
I love that. That's awesome. Yeah. That is a neat part, isn't it? Yeah, this chapter gets to me, I don't know, in a lot of different ways. The part about we have to deal with man. There is no way that we can't, a lot of people that aren't into developing or whatever. I'm tripping over my words today. We know deep down, regardless what it is that we are doing in our life, whether it's at home or work or just with friends or spouse or family, whatever, we know if we are doing something morally right or wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? We do. We all know right from wrong. We may pretend we maybe don't know as much as we should, but we absolutely do. And I think, when they are constantly talking about doing things in a certain way, and that is the biggest thing right there. We could be doing everything correct, but if we are doing it for the wrong reasons, it's going to negate everything, all the efforts, so when it is so inherent in us to be competitive, but yet that's exactly what we should not be. Because why is that? When we were little, when we went through school, that was it right out of the get-go, wasn't it? Even on the playground, there was competition everywhere. Oh, you can be with this group and not with that group or whatever. You know what I mean? and being mistreated or mistreating somebody else, you know when you've done that. I mean, does that make you feel like a bigger person? I understand being nasty and saying things. Go ahead, Nicholas. I'm kind of bouncing here.
I just love what you're talking about right now, because I had this discussion with a friend of mine recently, and it's so interesting how the mind works. I think because I don't understand psychology a lot, but you know, we know when we have done wrong, and you know, the whole thing about thinking and acting in a certain way. When I read The Science of Getting Rich, I felt like I've known this all my life. I've just never taken action on it. And I know my grandmother told me once that you should make the decision based on what's best for you in every area of life. But you know what? We know what's best. We know when we have done something wrong. However, we don't, or I can only speak for myself. I don't do it, but I know what I should do. Mm-hmm. So I think that's interesting. I don't know why that is.
It is. Boy, we are weird creatures. I can tell you that much. We are weird. It doesn't make sense. You know, if we see somebody next to us that is doing better, they're succeeding, what's our first instinct? What the hell are they doing that I'm not? You know, what are they doing that I'm not? Why are they getting it? Why am I not? You know what I mean? I think it's really important for us to know that wherever we are in our lives at that point, that is exactly where we should be. We should be according to how we've set up, how we are creating our future. You know what I mean? So if anything, we need to learn from all the years we've already lived. And I'll tell you what, I've got quite a few of them under my belt. But anyway, you know what I mean? For whatever's left that we get to live, we get to be blessed to be on this earth. You know what I mean? We have got to know, act, think, and do everything in a certain way. And everybody says, well, just tell me what that certain way is. That's not that easy. What are your morals? What are your morals? What are you, what principles do you refuse to not do? You know what I mean? What do you have to, are there guidelines that you have to? You know, everybody has their own way of thinking and you are entitled to that. So you know what? Use that to so that it helps you. Use that so it doesn't hold you back. Do you know what I mean? I don't explain things really well. I don't know what my deal is. It's just a blonde thing, maybe. I don't know. But I know what I mean. And Nicholas, I think you can kind of tune into me a little bit. Melody does too. She knows exactly. I'm sitting there twisting all my words and tripping over my tongue, and she just spits it out in 2 words. And it's like, really? You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, because she used to do that with me too. So yeah, she's brilliant when it comes to doing that.
Yeah,
just brilliant.
So we've gone through 6 chapters so far. I want to take a look here at some of my notes real quick, just to make sure that I didn't miss any parts that I wanted to cover. Chapter 6 is kind of a long one too, but 7 is going to be huge. 7 is gratitude. And Nicholas, I'm sure that is your favorite, right? Gratitude. You know, there's so many.
That's my favorite too. I'm sorry, Lisa.
Good. You know, maybe we'll do a pre chapter homework. No, we got enough homework going on, don't we? I don't think I want to do that to you either. So let's pass on that. Maybe at a different time though. Okay, let's see. Okay, so like yeah, what Dustin was saying, you know, if you it's God wanting to live through us. He wants to express all the things that he wishes to do and experience. He wishes to do that through us. Deb, did you have a question?
I'm sorry, something just came to mind, and I forgot. I know you guys didn't see the replay yesterday.
No, that's all right.
Melanie's stopping her classes every other day.
Twice a month. Yeah, every other. Just
okay. Just so you know, I'm sorry for
no, that's okay. That was a good point to bring up because we will not have class this coming Friday. Right. So every other Friday. And I can't blame her, you know, for her to be there every single Friday. And some people have been in this course for many years. You know,
well, like yesterday, there was only what, three people there, I think, or wasn't it, Dustin? You were there, weren't you?
Well, I was there, but I wasn't there. You know, I'm driving every Friday.
Yeah, how many people were there yesterday? 3 or 4?
I don't even know because I didn't see the replay.
And there was so many people on 30 day. I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, it's summer, you know, people are busy, but she is putting in her, you know, she is going above and beyond. She is doing things the right way.
And she has a lot of things going on herself.
Yes, she does. Absolutely. We all do. You know, life happens to all of us. And, you know, I'm thinking more and more about recruiting. I know this has nothing to do with chapter 6, but I have got so many flipping ideas bopping around in here that I know can help people. And I would love to get a mastermind group together, you know,
would be cool.
Because just to throw ideas around and ping some stuff off of other people. And yes, what we should be doing is exactly what Robert is doing. Why are we not doing that?
What is Robert doing? Robert
is doing, he is connecting with people probably 85 to 90% of the time. That's what he does.
I thought you meant he was head of class somewhere.
No. And what he has made it, he has got that down to 4 steps for us, you know, and I don't get why. I guess I'm talking about myself. Why am I not doing what they are asking me to do? Why do I do everything but connect with people? I do everything but. I'm an A student. I can, you know, whatever. I can do all the homework. I can do all that, but can I go out and get customers or affiliates?
You know what? I had the same problem. Lisa. And, you know, it according to Melanie, I wasn't following instructions. So, you know, now I'm doing well. I'm not saying well, but mediocre.
I can tell you this with 100% certainty. I don't think any one of us here right now has followed Melody's course to the T. Otherwise, we would not be here.
I agree.
So let's just give it up for that. I mean, we can't be blaming anybody else for whatever it is that we're doing. I would love to blame my husband, you little stinker, you know. No, I'm kidding. I would love to, you know.
Can I just add something to what you're talking about?
Yeah.
And you know, if we were doing exactly what Robert and Melody teach us, we would have a totally different life. I've been following Melody and Robert for about 4 years now. So of course, I haven't done everything always as I should do, but I feel like, and I don't know if this is wrong but I feel like a lot of times during these 4 years, I have slowed down or stopped, and I had to go to Melody or Robert in Messenger and ask them about things that is bothering me with my mindset. Mm-hmm. They get back to me and with something that makes me think differently, and I'm on track again. But you know what? I feel like, sometimes we have to get help, or we have to get guidance also.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right.
We shouldn't beat ourselves down. Of course, we should be doing what we should be doing, but you know what? There are certain moments where we need guidance to continue.
Absolutely. And
I don't know what you think about that.
Well, and
I agree.
Do you guys believe in outsourcing? Outsourcing.
What does that mean?
Well, if you let's just say you had a business and you were writing ads or for some marketing agency or whatever. What was my question? Oh my gosh. I lost it, Nicholas. What were Oh, good.
Do we believe in outsourcing?
Outsourcing. Okay. So say you do everything good at your job except for one specific thing, and you can't stand to do that. So you know what? You hire that out. You outsource it. Don't have the money to do that, but see, if you are using your money wisely like that to get the tasks done that you cannot handle the mundane or whatever, it just drives you nuts. But see, when that's something that holds you back is connecting with people, you can't fix that. Not very easily. You cannot fix that. Am I making another excuse?
No, I do believe in outsourcing because you know what? I do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
I have a software program that hearts for me. So.
Okay.
But that's what brought up my engagement. If that's what I got to do, that's what I got to do.
Explain that, Debbie. What do you mean?
Well, I don't want to talk about it while we're recording.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fine. So Dustin, any thoughts from you?
Well, I don't outsource, but I do believe that outsourcing is, you should outsource when you can, to get other stuff done that you need to get done.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And see, that's a tough one for me. It's a tough one for my husband. We're of that old school.
Yeah.
If you can do it yourself, you do it.
Yeah.
We built our entire home ourselves.
Wow.
Ourselves. We couldn't afford to do it any other way. So that's why it took us 40 years. 40 years. We're still not done. But
actually, Lisa, I could talk about it I can talk about it. What I do is I hired a software company. My excuse was to Melanie, which I had excuse after excuse after excuse, but I'm learning, and a lot of these things that Melody did tell me, Robert told me, they're now getting into my head.
Yeah.
I'm working on my mindset. So I hired a software company, and it cost me like $37 a month. Just every morning, I tell the software to heart and comment on people's posts.
Oh boy. Is that where you seem to be struggling? Is in that part of it because you are not relating with them, or because
No, it's because I just don't maneuver my hands well enough.
Okay.
And that was an excuse that I had when I got hit by a car, and Melanie said I was using that too much an excuse. So I'm just trying to overcome that.
Right. Right. And
So
we got to do what we can do to overcome things. But it, I am always honest with people, and I would expect nothing but the same in return. And Debbie, I think I need to say this just because I have noticed now that you said that, I have noticed some of your responses being somewhat, what word am I looking for? Oh, not
land or
generic.
yeah,
Is that a good word? Or not personable?
yeah,
And that's something that I see could hinder you. Do you know what I mean? Because on some of your responses, it was like not many, but there were a few that it was like the response didn't really make sense because that's how generic it was. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah. Well, because let me tell you about this girl that she used to go to my church, but now she moved to somewhere else. She's helping the homeless overseas, her and her husband. Well, anyway, Cambodia. She went to Cambodia. So she put a picture up online of her daughter that died. So I posted something on it, which I didn't realize I did, but I put awesome.
Oh,
And she mentioned something to my husband about it. I'm like, whoops. Well,
their point right there. Wow.
yeah. But she and Russ just told her about the offer, and she laughed it off. But
Yeah, but you see how that would, yeah,
yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
point I was trying to make. So I apologize if I hurt your feelings. I didn't mean to, but
No, I didn't. You didn't hurt my feelings at all.
well, okay, good.
It's
Because
helping my business.
if great, absolutely, absolutely. But if somebody saw that, that's why it's so good to have that mentor. Because if they see that, you're not doing something exactly like you should be or whatever, at least they can say that to you. You can't even count on your true friends to do that for you.
Right.
Do you
Exactly.
know what I mean? Isn't that kind of sad? It's like I have boogers on my nose. How long were you going to let me leave that there?
Is my zipper on that? Oh my gosh.
Grief. Right? I had the black chips in my teeth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Well, I would tell you guys. So
but you know what? That's what I mean with masterminding and things like that. You know what? People say they will help you. I don't know how you guys were raised, but that is really difficult for me to ask for help for anything. I always think that I have to learn my lessons. I have to learn them. So I'm choosing the hard way. So be it. It'll stay with me longer. I have an answer for everything, And yeah, I do. I learn things the hard way, and it's like slap me upside the head, and we cannot continue unless we start being aware of the things that we are not doing correctly. And I'm telling you, holy smokers, I could fill up a notebook. Since I started, even just in the last year, I could fill up an entire notebook with everything that I have done wrong. everything. And a lot of this is common sense, Nicholas, but not when you get taught a different way. It really is not. And not all people, see, that kind of bugs me a little bit when people say, it's common sense, it's common sense. Well, you know what? It is not for everybody. It's not. If all of this was, self-development and all this was, I'm having a hard time with my words here, but I don't know if you guys even know what I mean. I'm just kind of rambling here, I guess. Maybe we should move on. But anyway, God wants to live through us. He wants to see the people that enjoy music be filled with music, have instruments to excel at their talent. You know what I mean? Singers to be able to practice and sing and see beautiful places and see beautiful things and all these things that we want to do in life, everything that we want to experience. That is what God is doing right now through us. So we can't do anything lavishly like for satisfaction. How do you say that word? Satisfaction. Satisfying your own personal needs with animal desires. There, I said it, done. Okay, let's move on. And as far as, he wants fine wine to drink, he wants good food to eat, he wants beautiful clothes, to wear. And he loves it, being able to seek his expression through other people. So that is what the substance is doing. And that's why the universe is so ready to give whatever we ask for to us. It's all a part of believing it, just like we've already received it. Remember in chapter 6, I talked about the guy in his home, that really poor guy, he rented it and he got into that dreamscaping mode and he went in there and just, pictured through his home all these little changes that he could make. And of course, he was very modest. He only picked a couple of things, a rug in his good room and a new wood stove, to keep him warm. And it was after the fact when those did develop within a couple of months, he realized that he didn't dream near as big. So then he went to town on his thoughts. So I think a lot of us go back to the old thing where we think it's, we are sacrificing to our creator to not ask for much, to get by with the minimal, to get by with the basics, not ask for too much. We always were taught when we were kids not to be greedy. If you asked for 2, oh my gosh, you were so rude. You know what I mean? Now they're telling us that if we want it, we need to ask for it. And we've been taught all these years not to do that. So I just wanted to add that about it. Should we go into the questions? I feel like, and I want your opinion on this, guys. I feel like the questions, when we're going through them, are too confusing the way we're doing it. Does anybody have any other ideas? Or Nicholas, you don't agree?
I don't think it's too confusing, but I can't speak for anyone else. Mm-hmm. I did want to bring something up, if that's okay, about the book. See if I'm not losing my mind here. Give me 1 second. Sure. Losing my thoughts. Yeah, I wanted to talk about, because in the book it talks about thinking and acting in a certain way. And this was huge when I figure this out. And I can't understand why I didn't figure it out earlier. But you know what? Think about everything that you are good at today, that you are, and you know, what's it called? Something that you're very good at. How did you become good at that? Because I was thinking about this, and the way I became good at computers was that I visualized it, I felt it at the same time I visualized it, and I just kept going. And I didn't have a doubt in my mind that I was going to do this my whole life. I'm sure I will be doing this till I'm 100 if I live that long. But you know what? That when I realized that, I also realized that, you know, I've been using visualization to create things for me my whole life. And I believe that we all have. And even though I know that, I'm still trying to figure out how to do this. So I thought that was interesting. I just want to bring that up and hear what you think about it.
That's
all of you
an
here.
excellent point. That is an excellent point. In fact, when my husband and I, when we play ping pong, I beat him terribly all the time. He's terrible. But I tease him about, I said, I manifested that shot, and I did. I visualized these shots and I just freaking nail it. You know what I mean? This is funny. You can, and I know that we all have done it. We absolutely do, because how many have you gone 17 seconds 4 times straight, Nicholas?
What did you mean there?
Okay. Do you watch Abraham Hicks?
No.
Okay. You wouldn't know this then. She says that when you get that mental vision, or just, you know, feel like you've already got it with those emotions. Oh my gosh, I just did it again. Where was I going with this? Oh, the 17 seconds. She said, if you can get it to where you think about nothing else, just whatever, wherever that place is that you need to be, where you are the most calmest and most at peace, and you get that giddy feeling about you, you know, when you are like excited and nervous all at the same time, but it's a super pumped, energized, excited, you know, that feeling in your gut, like you're getting ready for your first date. Oh my God. Or you're going to get your driver's license. You know, that pit in your stomach, that is how I can describe what it feels like when you are in that state of that vibration that you need to be, where you're attracting that universe to you. Does that make sense? Because the whole universe is filled with energy, right? We're getting off track of the book, but it all goes together. You know, it does. It all goes together. So I don't see any reason why we can't talk about other things too. But let's get back to the book. Okay, does anybody have anything to add to that? I know it was, I'm going to share my screen here and bring up those questions if I can find them. Here we go. You guys can see my screen. When's the last time you guys have been, I want you to unmute and tell me, when's the last time that you were in chapter 6, where everything is right here in the group?
The last time I read chapter 6. Or...
Okay. Well, how long ago was that? Was it a week?
Well, it was today because of the call.
Okay. Okay. I was just curious. Did you see this? Or maybe that was after the fact.
I saw it.
Oh, you did? No, Dustin. You did. Yeah. Did you watch it?
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right. I am starting to put my videos in here. So in case you didn't notice, I don't have them all in there, but And, you know, I've got 4 or 5 of each ones. Some of them I even put 2 in there. You'll just have to find the ones, I guess, when I get to them or whatever. But okay, let's go to the questions, shall we? Okay, how riches come to you? Okay, so in the book it says, give every man more in use value than you take from him in cash value. Then you are adding to the life of the world with every business transaction. So again, they said, you know, if you're in a business that is out to beat people or screw them or take advantage of them, it would behoove you to leave that business immediately. You're going to get nowhere. Okay. Okay. In the book, when Waddle says, you know, having to deal with man, he means that you will not need to deal with them blank. When he was talking about dealing with men. We will not need to deal with them this way. We don't need to deal with man unfairly. Okay? Unfairly. You do not have to do something for nothing, but can give to every man blank than you take from him. More. More. Okay. Should we read these again? Go through it now that we got our words. I mean that you will not need to deal with them unfairly. You do not have to do something for nothing, but can give to every man more than you take from him. Okay. Nicholas, can I have you read number 2, please? While I go get my other notebook, please.
Yeah, of course. So number 2 is, you do not have to blank anybody in business. And if you are in a business which does beat people, get blank at once. Anyone know this? You do not have to blank anybody in business. And if you are in a business which does beat people, get blank at once.
Get out, get out.
Well, I'm going to take a stab at the first one, which I think it makes sense, but I don't know. You do not have to follow anyone in business. But
we don't have to beat anyone in business. We don't have to
follow, you know, same difference.
And if you are in a business which does beat people, get out at once. Okay, number 3, give every man more in blank blank than you take from him in blank blank.
Use value and cash value, yes. I guess.
Nice job, Nicholas. Yes, go ahead and take the next one.
Okay, so where are we? We are number 4, yeah. You are to blank the creation of your riches from formless substance, which blank all your environment. I hope I said that word correctly.
Okay.
Okay, let's do this again. You are to blank the creation of your riches from formless substance, which blank all your environment.
You have to blank the creation. of your riches. You are to That's a tough one, Nick. Oh.
I'm gonna take a guess. Is the first one be and the second one create? And that might be wrong.
You do not have to. Oh, we're on the next one. You are to blank the creation of your riches. Creation. Create? Let me see here. I'm still trying to find my chapter 6 here. Good grief. Okay, you know what? Let me scroll down here. We are on number 4, right? Right. Cause and permeate. That was a hard one. You are to cause the creation of your riches from formless substance, which permeates all your environment. You are to create, or what did I say? Cause. You are to cause the creation, that makes sense, of your riches from formless substance, which permeates all your environment. Okay, so that means we are causing the creation. We are not being competitive, right? We are causing the creation of something that we want as a whole for our existing environment. So that, I'm guessing that means so that everybody, you are bringing other people with you. You are opening the door for other people as well as yourself. And I think that's the main thing, because if we are competitive and kick somebody down or kick that ladder down, like we talked in one of the previous chapters, you know, if that's how we're acting, you may accidentally get rich, but I'm telling you, it's going to be short-lived. It will not be in your existence forever. No way. No way, because you are not doing, and I do believe if karma is to come back to you, or good things are to come to you and you deserve them, I honestly, absolutely believe you will get them. And if you feel like you're waiting forever and ever, be patient, because the longer you wait, the more you are going to receive. So the longer you wait, the better. So we don't want to, you know what? Trust the journey and enjoy it. Enjoy the experience. Don't rush to that finish line. I don't know. I feel like the ultimate is probably death. And then obviously you are forever in eternity. You know what I mean? So some people may think, I don't want to die. And some people may think that they want to get there so that they can experience that, but it's enjoying the journey along the way. Does that make sense? Or am I really talking off the wall? Sometimes I do. Okay. Hold the blank image of it with the most positive certainty that it is being blank, or is on its blank to you. Go ahead, Deb. Yep, I saw you. You're muted, hon. There you
go. I don't know what the first one is, but where are we at?
Number 5, right here.
Hold the, I would say I'm going to take a stab and say stationary image.
Okay.
Of it with the most positive certainty that is being thought or is on its way to you.
Okay.
I don't know. I
That's
just
pretty good. That's pretty good.
kind of like took a stab at it.
Yeah. The first one should be, I'm guessing, is mental. Hold the mental image of it with the most positive certainty that it is being created. What did you say, Deb?
I think that it's on its way to you.
Yeah. What did you say for this one, though?
Oh,
It is being made.
created, made, or created?
That's
made.
what I thought. 5. Made. Mental. Yep. Made and way. So let's put those 3 together here. Hold the mental image of it with the most positive certainty that it is being made or is on its way
to you.
Yep. Good job, Debbie. Okay. Have the most blank and unquestioning blank that it is coming.
Well, I don't know what the exact words would be exactly.
Okay.
But the belief that it is absolutely or positively coming to you.
That's right, Debbie. Good job. And hold that faith. Hold that faith.
Yep.
That it is coming. I believe that's it. Let's check. Absolute. Okay, same thing. Nice job, Debbie. Good job. All right, number 7. Never think of it or blank of it in any other way than as being sure to never think of it or speak of it in any other way than as being sure to I was going to say receive, but it says arrive. Okay. So number 7 was never think of it or speak of it in any other way than as being sure to, what did I say? Oh, arrive. Okay, arrive. Blank is as already blank. Blank as it is already, oh, good.
Second word is arrived, I think.
Yeah, it can be taken as that. Yeah, absolutely. So claim it as already yours. Claim it as already yours. And hold that certainty, hold that thought. That, remember what I was saying before about Esther Hicks, that 17 seconds, if you can hold that thought for 17 seconds, and you can do that 4 times in a row, oh my God, is the momentum started. Oh my gosh. 17 seconds. And practice that. Practice that throughout the day. Just, just close your eyes and think of something. It doesn't have to be a perfect day. It doesn't have to be what your goal is, but come up with something that, whether it's a quiet place that you like to go and just think, or put yourself in there, put yourself at the beach and feeling the sun on your face, and just put yourself mentally there and hold that thought for just as long as possible without thinking any other thoughts. If you think longer, then make it more in detail. Then come up with those finer details. But start with that and know that your story is going to change. Your perfect day is going to change as you grow. Right? Okay, let's speed this up. I didn't realize the time. I guess I talk way too much. Okay. Number 7, never think of it. Oh, we already did that one. Number 9, it will be, no, did that one too, didn't we? It will be brought to you by the power of blank, blank. Supreme intelligence. Okay. The thinking substance is blank all, in all, blank with all, and can blank all. Who wants that one? Really? Through communicating. Okay, let's put that in there. The thinking substance is through all, in all, communicating with all, and can live through all. Is that right? That doesn't make sense. I must have been on the wrong one. Oh, sure I was. Look at my bad, guys. Let me fix this real quick. No wonder.
I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom.
You know what? We're going to end this, guys. Yeah, you go ahead, Deb. We're going to end this anyway. So,
Are we on the last question?
I'll finish the last questions. Do you want us to wait for you?
No. Keep on going.
Okay.
I'll give you 2 seconds.
Oh, okay. That sounds good. You go. Okay, let's go to number 11. Original substance wants to live all that is possible in you and wants you to have all that you can or will use for the living of the most abundant life. Okay, number 12, let me see. Number 12, if you fix upon your blank, the fact that the desire you feel for the blank of riches is one of the desire of blank for more complete expression, your faith becomes unwavering, invincible, conscious possession, omnipotent and invisible. The thinking substance is conscious. Oh no, original. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? 11. Oh, we did that one, consciousness. You know what? I'm done. And Nicholas, unless you want to finish reading the last couple. I'm tripping over my.
I think you're doing great, but I can do them if you want.
Yeah, why don't you? And I'll scroll to the bottom so you can see.
Which is it 13?
Let's do 13. Yeah.
Okay. God wants all these things because it is blank that enjoys and blank them. God wants all these things because it's God wants all these things himself.
Mm-hmm.
What was the last part of it?
Appreciates.
Yeah.
God wants all these things because it is, what'd you say? Because it is himself that enjoys and appreciates them.
Yeah.
Paul said, it is God that blank in you to will and do. The desire, blank said it is God that blank in you and will and do. Work. Oh. The desire, Paul said it is God that work works in you to will and do. I don't quite get that. Now the worketh I get. That's weird. Okay. 15, the desire you feel is the blank, seeking expression through you. Desire is the desire you feel is the blank. The infinite.
Worketh?
The infinite. The desire you feel is the infinite, seeking expression through you, meaning God. Right? Nick, how are you doing with this being the atheist? You know what I mean?
Well, and I think it's so interesting because I love that we're doing these polls. Yes, I am. I don't believe, because when I'm reading this, I had to get help from Robert Hollis when I was learning this book at the beginning, because I don't believe in a higher power. I don't believe in a God. So when I read this, I had to think differently. And let me just explain real quickly what my belief is. My belief is that what depending on what mood I am in, I will I will speak differently, I will act differently, and my results I will feel differently, and that will affect the results I get. So as long as I work on, use the tools to be in a positive mindset, it will affect the way I speak, my self-talk, the way I feel, and the way I act, and that will affect the results I get. So I believe that everything comes from me to me. I don't believe in an outside source. So, maybe that's weird to if we don't think the same, but yeah, that's how I feel.
I mean, it doesn't mean you're right or wrong or whatever. Everybody has their own beliefs. And how does that work with your beliefs there, as far as the laws of the universe, the law of attraction? Do you believe in that?
I believe in the law of attraction. And I believe in the law of attraction. I believe in the law of reciprocity. And I mean,
what do you think sets that law of attraction into motion?
Yeah, so let's say law of attraction, I believe it's explained that like attracts like. And I mean, if I were to connect with people and I'm in a positive mood, another way of saying that you're in a positive mood could be that you're in a high vibration or something like that.
Yeah.
You said I mean, if I'm connecting with people in a positive mood, people will see that on me. They will feel that energy, and they will see that I'm happy. I have high energy, and that will rub off on them. So yeah.
You're right. That does rub off on people. People absolutely can feel the energy that you are putting off. Even in a chat, they don't need to see your face. They can, you know what I mean? There's a vibe that you can tell somebody's vibe by walking into a room. You can tell when the vibe has changed in the room, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right, Nicholas. Whatever it is that mood you are in at that certain time, like attracts like, you're going to attract that same type of person.
I'm glad that you asked, because I think it's interesting to discuss the different ways we look at this. And I want to hear all of you, other people that are on here, and how you see everything.
Yeah. No, I think it's fascinating too. Okay, so the last one, did we do that one? Holding the whole picture in his, I'm going to say, in his thought, in his mind. Okay. He began living in a blank Wait.
Certain.
Yeah.
Not sure.
Yeah. And move toward what he
wants,
desires. Absolutely. Wanted. Good job. All right, guys. That was good. I got off track a little bit. I apologize for that. Yeah, you guys may want to. I am going to have my course ready here very, very soon. I really went to town on it yesterday and I got like half of it set into place. So the rest is coming. And as I promised when we started this, whoever was participating in this book club was going to have free access to that as well. So just know that you will have that. Other than that, everything going okay? Are you guys getting anything from this? Still? Okay.
I'm getting a lot from this.
Good. I am too.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
I'm so glad that we decided to do it. I wish there was more, but they're lost, whatever. The replays are in the group, so just know that you can always go back and watch the other ones. You can have access to watch it over and over again. And now I am putting the videos of us in there as well. So I believe I did that with some of the early ones. So as we go, I will continue to finish that off. And yeah, actually, you guys have been through this. There's some extra coaching things and extra gifts within that course, but whatever's in there, you guys can have access to. So, okay, I guess that's it. You guys have an awesome weekend and we'll see you next Saturday. Don't be afraid to invite people. I will take people late or not, because you know what? Every chapter has a principle.
Yes, it does.
And they come in late or whatever. I don't care. They get one principle, just one, their life is going to start changing. So I'm shooting for more. How about you guys?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, guys. Have a great weekend.
Talk to you soon. Love you guys.
Thank you so much, Lisa.
Bye.
Take care, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye, guys. Bye, Lisa.
Bye.